Trump's big stimulus bill was recently unveiled, and it has a hidden provision within it for seniors and Social Security beneficiaries, which is all highlighted right here in this article, which I will be popping up on the screen for you in just a minute so you can see exactly what they're talking about, because this is actually not what they originally said, but either way, it does impact, again, seniors age 65 and over, as well as millions and millions of Social Security beneficiaries. This may actually be a better solution than what they originally proposed over the last several months here. So I'm going to pop this up on the screen for you in just a minute so we can talk about what is actually being introduced here, what they're talking about, and what other details you need to know about this. Now, let me ask you really quickly, what has been one of the major provisions that we've seen out of the administration in regards to Social Security? You probably know the answer. I'd love to hear from you down below. If you want to leave a comment, that's totally fine. If you don't want to, no problem whatsoever. But the one thing that we've seen so much for the last, I don't know, year or more, probably more than a year and a half now, is no more taxes on Social Security, right? We've been hearing this for a very long time. Well, a lot of people were anticipating, hey, get ready, it's coming, along with the other provisions like no taxes on tips, no taxes on overtime, and all of these other provisions that we've heard about. We thought all of this and no taxes on Social Security would be coming in this big, massive stimulus bill or reconciliation bill that we want to call it. It's basically the big tax bill that we've been hearing about for quite a while now. Now, just the other day, we got the House version of this introduced, okay? There's a lot of provisions within it. A lot of it doesn't pertain to a lot of people, just being real with you, but there are a couple things within there that do impact, a lot of people out there, especially those of you here in this community, living on a fixed income, seniors, Social Security beneficiaries. Anyway, let's pop this article up on the screen for you right here, right now, so you can see exactly what's going on. All right, so going back to the thread and the thought of this no more taxes on Social Security idea, right, that we've all heard about. Now, that is actually not really a thing anymore, believe it or not, right? I bet you're all so shocked right now to think, whoa, they bait and switched us? Yeah, again, I think we could all probably say, yeah, again. Okay, but here's what it comes down to, and I'm going to throw this out there super fast. This may actually be, honestly, a better thing in the long run, okay? Now, here's the thing. It's not going to impact everybody, but at the end of the day, when we really look at it, no taxes on Social Security would only impact about 50% of people receiving Social Security benefits, right? However, the provision that you're seeing here in the article is actually going to impact essentially everybody, or at least a larger percentage. What I should say is it would be available to everybody age 65 and over versus the no taxes on Social Security, okay? Here's what they want to do. They want to increase the standard deduction for seniors age 65 and over by an additional $4,000 and then there's a phase out from over $75,000 of income as an individual, and it would phase out over $150,000 of income for a married couple. That's what they want to do. So rather than no taxes on Social Security, they just want to increase the standard deduction for seniors, again, age 65 and over, by $4,000. Okay, but what does that mean for us? Okay, good question. Now here's what it comes down to, because there's a lot of people out there that don't pay taxes on Social Security, right? It all depends on your combined income. Now, I've talked about this before in other videos. I'm not going to go into great detail here, but you kind of get how this whole thing goes, right? It's dependent on your total combined income. Essentially, if somebody's an individual and they have income of $25,000 or more, now their Social Security benefit could be 50%, well, 50% of their benefit could be taxable, is how I should say that. Okay, and then as a married couple, if their income is over $32,000, now 50% of their benefit could be taxable, okay? Again, we've talked about the brackets before in other videos, and you probably understand how that whole thing works, so I don't need to go down that road again here in this video, but that's what it is. So it's that doesn't apply to everybody, right? There's only about 50% of beneficiaries that fall into that category that would potentially be in the category of having their benefits taxable. However, by raising the standard deduction by $4,000 for anybody aged 65 or over, now somebody that has an income that does not go up to those thresholds, right? So the thresholds I just mentioned for an individual and a married couple, if somebody has an income but it does not go up to those thresholds, they can still take advantage of the standard deduction increase of $4,000 for seniors. Okay, that's what I'm saying, is that this would impact actually more people and possibly be better for a lot more people than actually removing taxation of Social Security benefits. It's really going to be dependent on everybody's personal situation, but that's kind of what it is, right? So if somebody has income of, say, I don't know, $22,000 as an individual. I'm just making up numbers here, by the way. Let's just say $22,000 as an individual and say $30,000 as a married couple. These are below the thresholds that would make their benefit taxable, as in their Social Security benefit taxable, but rather if this were to take place, they could still take advantage of the extra $4,000 standard deduction, in addition to just the regular standard deduction for everybody that you can take as well, which is a little under, or it's right around $13,000 right now, okay? So you could take that extra $4,000 on top. So that really reduce your income. It would only basically put you into a situation where like just a few $1,000s of your income would actually be taxable at that point versus, roughly $10,000 in this example that I'm giving here, okay? So that's what this is all about. So that's what they're talking about now as kind of the approach going forward of removing taxation on Social Security benefits. I don't know. It's interesting. Like I said, I think this would actually impact and be more helpful to probably more seniors in general. But then the people that would be paying taxes on their Social Security benefit, it may not completely remove the tax burden on their benefit for the highest income beneficiaries, right? But overall, it would actually help and benefit more seniors. So it kind of depends on what you're looking for here. Are you looking for overall to help more seniors and reduce their tax liability, as in quantity of seniors? Or are you looking to reduce taxation for the most part for a smaller segment of seniors? Does that kind of make sense, right? So this, in my opinion, would actually be encompassing more people. Like the number of people that this would impact would be significantly higher than just removing taxation of Social Security benefits, which again only impacts about 50% of beneficiaries in total. Does all that kind of make sense? I know it's kind of confusing, which by the way, quick disclaimer, nope, this is not tax advice, this is not accounting advice, this is not financial advice, this is not advice in any way, shape, or form. I'm not your accountant, I'm not your CPA, I'm just saying, this is the information that's out there, okay? Just have to throw that out there really quickly so there's no misunderstanding. But anyway, this is what they're talking about. Now, this would only be through the end of 2028. And then also they would want to raise the standard deduction for everybody by $1,000 again through the end of 2028. So in this situation, let's just say that they pass both of these. They raise the standard deduction for everybody by $1,000, and they raise the standard deduction for seniors age 65 and over by an additional $4,000. Now seniors have just grabbed an extra $5,000 of deductions above and beyond what they were going to be getting. Standard deduction right around $13,000 this year. I mean, that gives you a standard deduction as a senior of about, $18,000 roughly? That's not bad. I mean, that's pretty good, all right? So anyway, but then let me throw this out there super fast as well. If you are somebody who does not file a tax return because your income is low enough and you don't have a tax liability, what purpose would this have for you? I'm going to be honest with you. Zero, nada, none, nothing. It would do nothing for people that do not file a tax return. Zero whatsoever. Reason being is, if your income is low enough where you don't need to file a tax return, the standard deduction, I mean, it could be higher as well, but if you're already not filing based on the current standard deduction, you certainly would not need to file in this type of situation. Again, not advice in any way, shape, or form. I don't know your situation. I'm just saying in general terms here, this is what it comes down to, right? So this is what it is. The little bait and switch on the no taxes on Social Security. Interesting how that works, right? I feel like not shocked that this is changing, but who knows? We'll see what happens here. And again, this is just the House version of the bill. Let's see what happens here as they work their way through this. Apparently they want to have this thing passed here in the next few weeks. It's not happening. It's not going to happen the next couple weeks here. I would think maybe if we're lucky, maybe in the next 2 months, if we're lucky. We'll see here. But again, I'll keep you posted on that. There's a whole lot more in this legislation than just what I'm talking about here, but this is just a couple of provisions out there for seniors and people with disabilities and, of course, Social Security beneficiaries within this massive reconciliation, otherwise known as the stimulus bill or the tax bill, whatever you want to call it. That's what it is, okay? Otherwise, let me throw this out there super fast. If you need any help or if you have any questions on your Medicare, please take advantage of this free resource right here. This is a free resource right here. We've cultivated a partnership with these advisors right here to help you. And again, it is 100% free. It's a free resource. You can call them, whether you have questions on your initial enrollment, whether it's Medicare supplements, Medigap plans, Part D plans, Medicare Advantage, whatever it happens to be. Please utilize this service. Again, it's 100% free. A team of advisors is waiting to talk to you, and they're waiting to help you. That's what they're there for to do. Ask them all the questions you want. Seriously, go to them with your list of questions. Ask them all the questions you want. They're waiting to talk to you, and they're waiting to help you in any way they possibly can. Here's what they have access to. Over 20,000 plans across the entire country. They're isolating it down into the plans in your local area to find you the best plan at the best price with the best coverages and the best fit for you and your personal needs, whatever that happens to be. Everybody's needs are very different. So you can see the doctors, the providers you want to see, the networks, the offices that you want to go to, the prescription needs, if you have any at all, whatever it is, they're finding all of it and isolating it all out and finding you your best options for you. There's a lot of bad actors out there in this space, but these guys, again, this team of trusted advisors are actually working on your behalf to find you your best options. And they're only presenting you those options, again, the best fit for you. Again, hopefully saving you a boatload of money, which, by the way, the average senior that they're working with is saving $1,100. It's incredible. Obviously, that's not guaranteed. That's just the average savings by the seniors that they're working with. So anyway, write this phone number down, take a picture, take a screenshot right there, that phone number. Write it down, take a picture of that, and just write it down. Establish that communication now. Again, it's not that many months out from now until we're in annual enrollment. So if they cannot help you right now because, we're all locked in at the moment, but if they can't help you at the moment, get that call made. Seriously, establish that communication so when annual enrollment rolls around, it's just a matter of boink, click. Okay, new plan, got a better plan, saving a boatload of money, getting better coverages, something that's a better fit for you. That's exactly what they're there for, to help you with this. It's massively confusing. Please don't try to navigate this on your own. Anyway, you get it. It's a free resource. Again, call them, take advantage of them. They will help you in any way that they possibly can. And again, bring them all your questions. That's okay. That's what they're there for. Otherwise, who do you know? Think of a few people that you know. I know you know a few people, friends, family members, neighbors, acquaintances, siblings, parents, co-workers, neighbors down the street, neighbors down the hall, cashier at your local grocery store or pharmacy, people that you know. Please share that phone number with them. Again, just think of a few people, 1 or 2, 3 people that you know, and they'll be very appreciative that you're sharing that information with them. And when they save a boatload of money, who knows? Maybe they'll take you out for an ice cream cone or something like that. Just saying, you have to have hopeful thinking, right? Right? You never know. It could be pretty cool. Otherwise, please, if you're new here, subscribe, 100% free, big subscribe button down below. Please share the video, big share button down below as well. Otherwise, check out the other 5,000 plus videos here on the channel in the video library. The popular videos I've hand selected for you down below in the description or popping up on your screen here in just a minute. You'll see some videos there. Check those out. Otherwise, until next time, enjoy, take care, have a good one, and I'll catch you again later in the next